Leo's Journey, the untold story of a young Galapagos sea lion. Far away in the heart of the Pacific Ocean lies a place unlike any other, the Galapagos Islands. A wild, untamed paradise where animals roam freely and nature reigns supreme. This volcanic archipelago is not just beautiful, it's legendary. And today, we're diving into the life of one very special creature, a young sea lion pup named Leo. Born under the golden sun on the rocky shores of Hispaniola Island, Leo entered the world surrounded by sounds of crashing waves and the barks of other sea lions. His mother, Luna, was a strong and experienced female. She watched over Leo closely, teaching him how to move, how to breathe, and most importantly, how to survive. In his first few days, Leo stayed close to the shore, always under Luna's protective eye. Every move was new to him. The sensation of sand, the pull of the tide, the sting of salt in his nose. It didn't take long for the ocean to call. One afternoon, Luna nudged him forward. It was time for his first swim. The water was cold, but Leo pushed forward. His tiny flippers moved awkwardly, but Luna guided him. With each attempt, he swam a little farther, stayed under a little longer. He learned to chase fish, to dive beneath the waves, and to avoid the sharp rocks and sea urchins below. Swimming wasn't just fun, it was survival. But the Galapagos is a land of both beauty and danger. Beneath the waves lurk predators, hammerhead sharks, Galapagos sharks, and even orcas. On land, there are harsh sun rays, aggressive rivals, and limited space in the colony. As Leo grew stronger, he began to explore beyond the nursery beach. He played with other young pups, wrestled in the shallow waters, and practiced his hunting skills. Yet not all encounters were friendly. The colony was ruled by a dominant bull, a massive male sea lion who controlled the beach, the females, and the resources. As Leo grew older and bolder, he began to challenge the unspoken rules. One morning, after a short standoff, the bull lunged at Leo, roaring and slamming his body into the sand. It was a warning. Leo had a choice: submit or leave. He left. Alone for the first time, Leo began a journey across the islands. He swam for days, sleeping on small rocks, catching fish where he could, and avoiding predators at every turn. He passed volcanic cliffs, coral reefs, and vast kelp forests teeming with life. He encountered other sea lions, some loners like him, some part of smaller groups. He even watched a blue-footed booby dive into the water and steal a fish right from his path. One night, under a star-filled sky, Leo found himself drifting into open waters. He was tired, hungry, and vulnerable. Then, movement below, a shark. It approached slowly, circling him. But Leo, with a burst of speed and instinct, darted forward, zigzagging until he reached the safety of a nearby cove. He had survived again. Weeks passed. Leo grew into a strong, agile sea lion. His scars told stories. His body, once soft and small, was now muscular and alert. He began to patrol the edges of a quiet, untouched beach on Floriana Island. There were no dominant males, just open space and opportunity. Leo knew what to do. He barked loudly, marked his territory, and began attracting females. Slowly, a new colony began to form. Young pups played in the surf, mothers rested in the shade, and at the center of it all stood Leo, once a helpless pup, now a proud protector. His journey, from birth to exile to leadership, was a symbol of nature, resilience, and the wild lessons only the ocean can teach. Leo's story reminds us that every creature, no matter how small, has a path, a journey filled with danger, growth, and moments of pure wonder. So what would you do if you were in Leo's place? Could you survive the wild waters of the Galapagos? If you loved this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, which animal should we follow next? A giant tortoise? A hammerhead shark? You choose.